Hello, my name is David Batten, and tonight I would like to show you the Android project that I've been working on. It's a mobile application for volunteer tracking, and I've been working on it as a way to give back to the American Legion to track their volunteer hours and their unique circumstances. So what I have set up here is I'm screencasting to my television and using my laptop to record that. And that way I can use my actual cell phone and the GPS device that features and things that I have on my cell phone, which is part of this feature. So to begin with, this is the login screen, the main screen when you first open up the application. It's a standard registration, sign in using an email and password. On the screen down here, you can also see there's a register button, a forgot password button, and a resend email verification button, as this will require authentication before you can actually use the app. So I'm going to type in my email address, and I'm going to type in a password here. We'll just use QWERTY for now. And I'm going to go ahead and hit sign in, and you can see authentication has failed. Now for this authentication service, I am using Google Firebase authentication. So it says it's failed, so I'm not in the system right now. I'm going to hit the register button, and it's just a plain simple registration with an email address, and you got to confirm your password. So I'm going to put QWERTY in here, and I'm going to type in something else. And I'm going to hit register, and you can see it doesn't match. So let me go back and type in QWERTY a second time. And I'm going to hit, ooh, I must have typoed the first time too. Let's go back and check. This is why password verification when creating them is important. There we go. Alright, so that kicked off the event. And to create an email address and get authenticated into the system. So I haven't authenticated yet with my email, so I'm going to go ahead and try to log in again with my password. And what we're going to expect is it to let me know that I need to authenticate. See, email is not verified, check my email. So up here at the top, you can already see that my email is flashing, and I'm hoping that is my verification email. And it is indeed the verification email. I will click on that link, and it's going to tell me I've been verified, and we will go back to the Android application, and now I should be able to sign into the app. So this screen will be the main page and the landing page for this application. Right now there's two things on it. There's a view reports and an add event. So what we're going to do is add an event first, and I'll kind of go through that screen, and then we'll go into what the report views do. So I'm going to click on add event, and this is right now for this first beta version is just a rough draft, standard inputs to input information. In the future I plan on making it a little bit more user friendly as I get a little bit better of working with the UI design in Android. So first I'm going to put in an event name. Let's put in, how about Thursday night dinner. That's something that the American Legion does at our post to help raise funds and give the subgroups an opportunity to raise some funds for their sub-organization as well. I'm going to click on the location button next. So during this course we took a tutorial about location and places, and I felt that that would be a perfect opportunity to include something similar to that into my app. So I had a hard time trying to figure out how to implement this in a different way, so I kind of repurposed that project and used it for my own purposes as it fit in perfectly for what I wanted to be able to do. So you can see here it opened up to a geo coordinates of where I'm currently located. So I'm going to pick a place here and let it update, and you can see that it put in the place name right here. The American Legion has several sub-organizations under it. There's a total of 4: the American Legion, the Legion Auxiliary, the Sons of the American Legion, and the American Legion Riders. I'm just going to click on the American Legion for that one. And it's going to record your post number. I'm going to put in 19. It's auto-filled with today's current date, but you can click on that and get a date picker, so you can go back and actually pick in, the date that you want to. And I'm picking Thursday since the title's Thursday's Dinner. The next line is for the duration of the volunteers that you did. This would be in the case that you're actually preparing and serving the dinners. So I'm going to put 4.5 hours. I'm going to go to next. We also track mileage as for volunteering. This is to and from the locations that we're volunteering. So let's say I live pretty close by, so I'm going to say 5.5 miles, about a round trip would do fine. So I'm going to hit the next button, and then you want to enter in like any kind of funds that you raised during that event. Doesn't always have to raise funds, but we are looking to see, be able to track that if we need to. So let's put in 125.5, since that's what the suggestion is given me. And the last category that I have here is comments. For this, let's say we had Taco Thursday instead of Taco Tuesday. Tacos, there we go. I'll use that as my thing. I can hit the save button here, and it saves the event and takes me back to the previous screen. So now I can view reports. I'm going to click the view report button. Now I have plans to make saving a whole lot better with a whole lot more information and things as I get a little bit more experience and have some more time to fully develop that feature. And as I do so, I plan on enhancing the reports. So right now I can only do it by selecting the organization. So we did American Legion. I'm going to put American Legion. You can see here that my report summary is for post 19, and the American Legion is a total of 9 hours. If you notice, we only put in 4.5 hours. So it's doing this job, as I've already previously entered one. And we got total miles. I had put in like 5.5. And so you can see there's some additional miles on this particular database. And the total money was the money I entered. So it is summarizing what's in the database currently. So once the report has been generated, and this report is being saved locally to the phone using Android's Room database services. So in the future, I plan on using Google Firebase Firestore with a NoSQL style format of saving the data, and even building a potential web interface so that the post and the team leaders there can manage the reports and stuff themselves, and that the users won't even have to send the email and send it. They can see it automatically. But we're going to click on the send email button. And what this is going to do is it's going to prompt the user to choose their email application. It's going to open up a send email event with all the summary already in place, with a subject of report summary and a date of today. It's going to have their username and email address from their default system already put in place. If they're logged in, I'm already logged into my email account, so it puts it in there for me. And of course, the 2-line we will have to fill out. So I'm going to type in my alternative email. It's an old one I don't use very much anymore. I use it mostly for online signups and things like that when I don't want to get spammed. So, and then I can just simply hit the send button and off it goes. So this is my project, and if you have any questions, please contact me or reach out. I'll be happy to talk about it. I'm also looking for more ideas and solutions for improvements as I continue to develop this application. Thank you, and have a good night.